Barack Obama is the Nickelback of presidents. Obamacare is great, and it's really working. Sign up now.
Obamacare is great, and it's really working. Sign up now.
How are you?
Oh, fine.
Oh, it's so nice to see you.
Just keep moving. Yep.
Miami floods on a sunny day, and instead of doing anything about it, we've got elected officials throwing snowballs in the Senate. I think I got it, bro. It is crazy. My mom bought new conditioner, and it sucks. It isn't even conditioning my hair. I blame Obama. Nation, as you know, I, Stephen Colbert, have never cared for our president. The guy is so arrogant. I'll bet he talks about himself in the third person.
Do your dogs even have to have Secret Service?
No, Bo and Sonny, they're on their own.
Hey, Prince Harry, remember when you told us to bring it at the Invictus Games?
Careful what you wish for. Well, I am a big fan of Mythbusters. Occasionally you blow things up, which is always cool.
Who is that under there?
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump.
I don't see any promotions for the last 8 years. That's not always good. Can you explain that?
Honestly, there wasn't a lot of room for advancement in my last job. The only one with a more powerful position was my wife.
Okay, oh, good.
Obama out.
There will be no third term. I can't stay forever. You're in my house. This is what a feminist looks like. Oh! Hey, Prince, what's going on, man? Purple rain.
Sing it.
Purple rain. Amazing grace. How sweet the sound. Go in a little bit. All right. Release. So in love.
Bro, do you even lift? Well, I lifted the ban on Cuban cigars. That's worth something. Obama out.
If you're a single mother with 2 children, which is the toughest job in America as far as I'm concerned.
Also, as we just saw, it was White House Chief of Staff.
This looks like it is some sort of a concerted effort to attack the World Trade Center that is
my God,
under...
another plane has just hit.
I think we have a
another
terror
building.
attack of proportions that we cannot begin to imagine at
Watch
this
the
juncture.
plane fly into the World Trade Center.
The day when a murderous assault killed 2,753 people. A day when history pivoted and a president looked at the world through a different lens. George W. Bush was at a Florida school listening to 7-year-olds reading when his chief of staff told him what had happened.
It couldn't have been an accident. And so I made a decision to pass on 2 facts and make one relatively obvious editorial comment. I walked up to the president and leaned over and whispered into his right ear, "A second plane hit the second tower. America is under attack."
Bush stayed put, a range of emotions passing across his face. Some said it was odd that he didn't leave at once.
Well, I thought it was right. Number one, he did nothing to introduce fear to those very young students. They were second graders. He did nothing to demonstrate fear to the media that would have translated it to the satisfaction of the terrorists all around the world.
This is the school where President Bush was when he heard that fateful news that changed his presidency and changed America. It also shaped the lives of those 7-year-olds he was visiting that day.
Here I am right here.
One of them, Lazio de Broek, is now 17.
I remember looking up and seeing the president's face, his expression change completely. It was almost downtrodden. It was a look of dismay.
His school sport is wrestling. But 9/11 didn't make him want to take revenge, but to study an international course to understand America's enemies.
I think it caused me to become open-minded. It didn't change me immediately, but over time, as I began to understand why they attacked us, I gained a new perspective about the world and all the points of views of the world.
So this is the day.
One of the teachers who was there, Duana Washington, showed me a corner of the school devoted to that day.
These kids now had a loss of innocence. They were basically now, we were under attack. It was basically now we took on a war mode. And I didn't have to grow up with that. I thought, why should they have to grow up with that?
Hey, sir, talk about later.
The president left the classroom and spoke to the head of the FBI on the phone. His team boarded Air Force One without knowing their destination. Bush wanted to head back to Washington. His chief of staff and others told him it was too dangerous. After an uncomfortable argument, the president gave in. He phoned world leaders, even telling President Putin he wasn't blaming Russia, it was not a target. The day gave shape to a presidency with a new purpose.